Interactive hour where we bring you what's making headlines. Thank you so much once again for joining us on News Tonight at 10. My name is Patricia Lukoma. Mpango Mgalu Mohammed is with us on sign language. And into the bulletin, President Museveni met and held discussions with a group of parliamentary speakers from several countries at Munyonyo Commonwealth Resort, Kampala. The speakers are part of the ongoing 27th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth, CSPOC, being held in Kampala from the 3rd to 6th January 2024. The President engaged speakers from Sri Lanka, Ghana, Burundi, and South Sudan in successive meetings which were held on the sidelines of the CSPOC. In a meeting with the Speaker of Parliament of Sri Lanka, Right Honorable Mahinda Yapa, President Museveni said Uganda is ready for investment and cooperation with Sri Lanka. He said the East African country has everything that is required for investment, including a ready market for finished products. Right Honorable Mahinda commended President Museveni for being a good and exemplary leader. He also informed the President that Sri Lanka is doing well economically despite being hit by COVID-19 effects. In another meeting with the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, Right Honorable Albanese K. Bagbin, and his delegation, President Museveni urged the leaders to shun politics of identity and embrace politics of interests in order to enable the people they lead to acquire prosperity. On his part, Right Honorable Bagbin thanked President Museveni for his good leadership skills that have enabled him to become an outstanding and admirable leader in the region. In another meeting, President Museveni and the South Sudan National Assembly Speaker, Right Honorable Jemanunu Kumba, discussed the social political dynamics of South Sudan, including the issue of elections. The President also had a brief engagement with the Speaker of Burundi National Assembly, Right Honorable Galesi Daniel. The President earlier hosted the delegates to a luncheon where he stressed that a huge population of Africa has suffered for so long a time being mismanaged by what he termed as false ideology of imperialists who fronted politics of identity rather than politics of interests. Now, a section of visiting speakers of the Commonwealth has toured Quality Chemicals Industry Limited in Luzira, led by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Taibwa. Their familiarization tour is an advantage to expose Uganda's own products to the international world. Taibwa says the move boosts intra-Africa trade relations and paves way for economic diversification.
Friday afternoon, Makerere University was a beehive of activity as it hosted a delegation of Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth. These were received and treated to a tour around the university by the reigning Vice-Chancellor, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe. Makerere University's Innovation Hub seemingly caught the attention of the delegation due to the enormous breakthroughs registered.
The research fund, the innovation fund that we've been sending here as government and some of the development partners who have been supporting, there's a lot of value for money seen here. A lot of innovations are taking place, and we are proud and priding in this, that the future of the country is bright because of the innovations seen here.
It was on this accord that the head of the delegation, Maurice Chibalya, lauded Makerere for the work done and pledged to push for increased funding from government to the institution.
You have everybody ready to support you. You have everybody ready to do anything that can make Makerere not be the second, as you are saying, in research. not even to begin competing for the 50. I know my colleagues from Nigeria here are wondering, because Nigeria is always competing with Uganda. We need to leave the level of competing in Africa. We need to go to the level of competing internationally. Once again, the Parliament of Uganda is ready to support your budget. Bring your budget, bring it in the right way. Every member of Parliament you see, everybody is ready to support your budget.
Currently, Makerere University receives funds amounting to 30 billion shillings annually for research and innovations.
I want to thank the government of Uganda for the research fund that they gave us to enable us to do the things we are doing. But the money we are getting is maybe like a tenth of what we really want, given the amount of innovation going on in the university. We cannot support all the people. If we got more money, we would be able to produce many more innovations and help the economy of our country.
Established in 1922, Makerere University is the alma mater of many post-independence African leaders, including Dr. Apollo Milton Obote for Uganda, Tanzania's Julius Nyerere, and Mwai Kibaki, who was Kenya's third president, among others. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
Well, we do apologize. That wasn't the CIPLA story. That was rather the story about the Parliament and how they pledged to increase funding on and give support to Makerere University in order to propel the institution's pursuit of becoming a fully research-based university. Now, let's go back to the CIPLA story, where a section of visiting speakers of the Commonwealth have toured Quality Chemical Industries Limited in Luzira.
On Friday afternoon, a section of visiting speakers and presiding officers who were in Uganda to attend the 27th conference of the speakers and presiding officers of the Commonwealth visited CIPLA Quality Chemical Industries Limited in Luzira. Thomas Tayebwa, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, led the delegates who were taken round the manufacturing plant at CIPLA by Emmanuel Katongole, the Executive Chairman of CIPLA. On top of manufacturing antiretroviral medicines to treat HIV/AIDS, medicines to treat hepatitis and malaria, Quality Chemical Industries Limited has added manufacturing medicine to treat diabetes on the menu.
We currently registered in 34 African countries, and we actively trade and export to 15 African countries. We believe that the visit of the speakers will increase our export potential and ability to take the medicines to other countries.
The delegates had a chance to witness the manufacturing plants aiding in the production of the medicines in Uganda. The Deputy Speaker, Thomas Tayebwa, reveals that visiting CIPLA exposes Uganda's products and potential to the outside market. Tayebwa adds that intra-Africa trade relations are a great avenue of economic diversification, and CIPLA adds to the value chain in Uganda.
Like now here, this plant supplies up to South Africa. It supplies Namibia, it supplies Zambia, it supplies West Africa. So, but some speakers have found that they are getting these medicines, essential medicines, from the rest of the world apart from Africa. So from here, what we are urging them to do is to go to their governments and ensure that indeed all medicines produced from here shouldn't be procured from Asia, from Europe, from Africa.
Tayebwa says Quality Chemicals is a national pride which needs support and make the African continent proud.
And I hope we can continue supporting such investors so that once they grow, the whole continent is proud. These are the guys who saved South Africa and other countries during COVID, when Asia couldn't export to Africa, when Europe couldn't export to Africa, when America couldn't export to Africa. These guys stepped in and saved Africa. So I had it showcase to my fellow speakers.
The team also planted some trees at the premises of CIPLA to boost the conservation initiative of the environment.
Oh, thank you.
The speakers and presiding officers of the Commonwealth later visited Parliament of Uganda, where they were taken on a tour by both the Speaker of Uganda's Parliament, Anita Among, and her Deputy Thomas Tayebwa. Speaker Among shared with the guests the composition of Uganda's Parliament and its efforts to legislate with utmost consideration of the people of Uganda.
So that's what we basically do. We have a very good working relationship, and we just pray to God that we continue the same spirit, and that is what will make the institution.
The 27th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth ends this Saturday, 6th January 2024. Daniel Mugoya, Juma Nsamba, UBC News.
We as a national broadcaster cordially welcome our visitors into the country. Now, the National Information Technology Authority, Uganda, NITAU, has successfully installed the latest infrastructure to ease communication during the upcoming non-aligned movement and the G77 plus China summits. The Executive Director, NITA Uganda, Dr. Hatwib Mugasa, says the process to install Wi-Fi 6 has taken about a month, with capacity to last 7 to 10 years.
All global eyes remain glued onto Uganda as preparations for non-aligned movement and G77 plus China summits remain on course. The latest breakthrough is by National Information Technology Authority Uganda, NITAU. The successful installation of the latest apparatus at Entebbe International Airport has attracted nothing less than gratitude from all stakeholders.
We manage the borders, both the physical and also the virtual. Today, before people start their journeys, there is need to know who they are. We don't have to do the control when they reach here, but actually, if it's possible, we'd rather keep the bad guys the other side.
Without collaboration with the airport, none of this would have been possible. I would also give special thanks for NITAU. We have worked within 1 month. You build the virtual network, we build the physical network. And today I've seen how we can actually integrate these two networks to allow connection of our people.
The latest technology being referred to here is Wi-Fi 6, which is confirmed to be faster than all the previous versions. Dr. Hatwib Mugasa is the Executive Director, NITA Uganda.
We are focused on guaranteeing a secure and efficient communication network infrastructure, process automation, robust cybersecurity measures, seamless communication channels, and efficient data management. This holistic approach is paramount in facilitating the success and security of this significant event or events.
To acquaint himself with what is being talked about, here is Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, Uganda's Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance. He has been guided through all terminals of the airport, including ordinary, VIP and VVIP sections. After the successful trek and braving the rain, the minister is impressed.
Our intention has been to provide a high speed and efficient Wi-Fi or internet here at the airport, better than what we find in many of the airports outside. And I can confidently say, I am one of those who travel frequently, that the service here is now much better than what we see in many airports.
It took 1 month to have this technology successfully installed to simplify communication, during the NAM summit. But what happens after the summits? Does this end with NAM?
Yes, we have fixed these services, but they're not going to go away with the summits or the delegates. The services shall remain here. People have been having those comments. Why are you fixing the roads, the network, when the visitors are coming? But we also know traditionally when you want to receive visitors, you sweep the compound.
Put in mind that this is infrastructure that's going to last for more than, for about 7 to 10 years. So it's not a one-off. It is infrastructure that's going to be permanent and utilized by the government of Uganda. So that cost is going to be spread over a couple of years.
Minister Baryomunsi also says resources have been secured to extend similar services across the country.
We have been laying what we call the national backbone infrastructure, the optical fiber. We've covered now maybe roughly 50 to 60% of the country with the fiber. But now we've acquired resources which will enable us extend to the rest of the country.
As the tour ended, part of which was at the Entebbe Express Highway, it was obvious that Uganda was ready for the two summits in terms of information and communication technology. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Now, the National Organizing Committee for Non-Aligned Movement and the G77 plus China Summit has conducted yet another site visit at Spec Resort Munyonyo to assess the level of preparedness ahead of the summit.
With just about 10 days remaining to the non-aligned movement and G77 plus China summits, Uganda is leaving no stone unturned to ensure the summit's success. On Friday, 5th January 2024, the summit's National Organizing Committee has inspected Munyonyo Conference Center. The team is led by the Head of Public Service and Secretary to Cabinet, Lucy Nachobe. This magnificent 5,000-seater auditorium will be used as the main summit venue. Among those who toured the site included Ministers Jim Mwezi for Security and Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Pariomusi. Currently, final touches are being witnessed at every corner of the convention center to suit the event's magnitude. According to Ministers Jim Mwezi and Chris Pariomusi, they will make all necessary efforts to ensure that there is availability of services to suit the two summits. With the clock ticking towards the NAM event scheduled to start on 15th January 2024, the National Organizing Committee seems to be working around the clock to beat the deadline. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert. Now, as Uganda prepares again to host two significant events this January, Uganda National Roads Authority, UNRA, has successfully covered 96% of Kampala-Entebbe Expressway. UNRA spokesperson Alan Sempe shared with UBC TV that the lighting project spanning from Busega to Kajansi up to Impala Toll is nearing completion.
Kampala-Entebbe Expressway is a 4-lane toll highway in the central region of Uganda that links Entebbe International Airport, the country's largest airport, to Kampala. The multi-billion project, whose construction commenced on 21st November 2012, has been in phases and was opened to public use on 15th June 2018. Whereas the public commended government and Ministry of Works and Transport for the good services on the Kampala-Entebbe Expressway, one of the biggest concerns was the darkness on the 21-kilometer stretch, especially at night. With a remarkable 96% of the Kampala-Entebbe Expressway now brilliantly illuminated, Uganda National Roads Authority is extending its efforts to light up the northern bypass and Kampala flyover. The spokesperson of UNRA, Alan Sempebwa, highlights the ongoing initiatives to enhance and maintain roads, emphasizing the commitment to building a safer and more efficient transportation infrastructure for Uganda.
Yes, we're going to light the Kampala Northern Bypass. Yeah, from the start up to the end at Nambole. In fact, the exercise has commenced. They're doing excavations along the road, so the road is going to be lit. We hope it will improve the safety of the road. Because one of the reasons our Ugandans are raising is the road is not safe. There are security threats because there are no lights. So we're going to put the lights and curb these cases of theft and insecurity on our highways. We're also going to light the Munyonyo-Kajansi Spa. And I think you know that's also the main route for the NAM Summit. Excavations are also underway already. We hope that by 10th of this month, we'll have a number of sections along that road lit.
He assured the public that the authority master plan is to improve and maintain roads across the country, creating a safer and more efficient transportation infrastructure for Uganda.
So right from Mpala, Airport Road, Mpala, Kajansi to Munyonyo, we are currently undertaking beautification activities from the airport road all through to Mpala. We are replacing the damaged guardrails. From Kajansi to Munyonyo, we are lighting that section.
Alan Sempebwa highlights the challenges and some of the successes of using the toll road.
So these are not Government of Uganda's roads. These are roads done by Government of Uganda for the people of Uganda. So let's own them, protect them, guard them jealously. If you see anybody taking a unit or asset off our highway or expressway, report. If you've seen it anywhere, in any space or location, let us know, and let's build and conserve these roads together.
Brian Tumwinebiaruhanga, UBC News.
Now, Kampala Capital City Authority will this year roll out an ambitious plan of setting up 20,000 streetlights, and we will see most of the hitherto dark spots of Kampala lit.
Currently, 90% of the city, Kampala, is enveloped in darkness, with only 10% of the roads and streetlights illuminated. Poorly lit streets pose a significant danger to residents, especially those who do not use motorized forms of transport. Navigating through most of the city's roads, a substantial percentage remains shrouded in darkness. The Executive Director, KCC Edroski Saka, says that the plans are underway to commission what she calls Kampala project that will see KCC installing 18,000 to 20,000 street lamps within 3 years.
They will also soon start the installation of street lights, not only along these roads, but generally around the central business district, and relieve the city of the darkness in some of the corridors.
According to available information, priority will be given to pedestrian routes, pavements, road crossings, taxi parks, markets, informal settlements and monuments. According to Chisaka, the primary objective of this project is to make the city attractive, secure, promote tourism and improve the image of Uganda's capital.
Kampala City as such is hosting, and we are actively working on the infrastructure in the area, the roads, the drainages, the lighting and the paveways.
In connection to this, the PRO NAM works at KCCA Daniel Muhumuza references the roads along the NAM corridor that have been illuminated to a specified percentage under the KCCA. He, however, clarifies that not all roads to be used by the NAM delegates and the G77 plus China are under the KCCA.
Fully lit. For example, on Mukwano Road, we have lit up the area 100%. Press House Road, we're at 100%. Hannon Road, we're at 65%. Cape Road is at about 85%.
We're also going to light the Munyonyo Kajansi Spa. And I think you know that's also the main route for the NAM Summit. Excavations are also underway already.
Several stakeholders are supporting the ongoing efforts by KCCA to beautify the city, with the latest being ATC, a telecom company that donated street lights. Muhumuza, however, stresses the need to protect these lights against vandalism.
Yes, we have had issues of vandalism, but we have improved the specifications of the lights. Where we had batteries buried in the ground or with chambers in the ground, we are now elevating these batteries to be off the ground and high up next to the panels to make those who climb find it difficult. If you look at the street lights we have put on Nile Avenue, most of these even have spokes.
As the country gears up for the NAM and the G77 plus China summits, KCCA's facelift improves every other day. Similar transformation grace Kampala's metropolitan areas like a well-lit 49-kilometer Entebbe Expressway. A well-lit road not only enhances visibility but also ensures security and safety. Justin Nakami, UBC News.
The Prime Minister, Right Honorable Robina Nabbanja, has said that the public should not view the Parish Development Model PDM as just 1 million shillings being distributed to individuals, but rather a holistic government program aimed at improving household incomes. Let's hear more in this report.
The Prime Minister, Right Honorable Robina Nabbanja, appeals to all local leaders in the country to monitor and supervise PDM because it is the flagship program for the government. She says that PDM is more broad and covers many areas, but the people only know of one pillar, financial inclusion.
Akakiiko ako President akakaweereza akakaidde kabayambe kufuna amaizi g'okunywa ne mutambula kulambula PDM. Akuba PDM teziri sente zonka. PDM tukwenda kulola enguudo buli muruka, tukwenda kulola buli muruka gulimu isomero, tukwenda kulola oba mukubyetegereza amasanyalaze omuruka galimu, tukwenda kulola buli muruka abantu bakulima enkulaakulana erireeta omuruka, tukwenda kulola buli muruka amalwaro access.
Nabbanja says that the ongoing meetings with local leaders are aimed at assessing government service delivery in order to plan for areas for improvement.
Abokwongera kuchika bichi government byekozire omagombora gaitu hakusikira manifesto yaitu ya NRM na bichi ebitakakozire ebizibu byakabikani biji.
Local leaders lauded the government for fulfilling the pledges made to the people in the area. Among them is Immaculate Nabukenya, the LC3 chairperson for Kasambia sub-county, who appreciated the role played by the government in service delivery.
Ati, nkwangala kusima Prime Minister, habwe birungi byona byokutukora,
omu district yaitu eno ya Kakumiro na Uganda yona kutwara hamu
koro mihanga na muna district yetu ya Kakumiro ninyongera kusima aliwe tisa president kula netu ba veteran atuwa priorities atuituka kandi tumanya nebyatukore byona tusima
omukutandikana okatuyamba ekizibu ekyomuhanda ogwanya barogo gwabiri gufire wateraho rutindo twatambuliraho bweza twasima ekina kucyarize cyagaruka nabwo wije warabyaho twatambuliraho okugachumuro kwikamazoho gwena gwarabwamo.
The PDM has 7 pillars that include production, storage, processing and marketing, infrastructure and economic services, financial inclusion and social services. The others are mindset change, parish-based management information system, and government and administration. The Prime Minister is meeting local leaders including the LC1, 2 and 3 chairpersons, district and sub-county councillors, opinion leaders and NRM leaders.
Now, Uganda People's Defence Forces UPDF has handed over 75 rescued Allied Democratic Forces ADF former combatants to their respective countries of origin who have been rehabilitated by Bridgeway Foundation, Uganda.
Last year, 2023, Uganda People's Defence Forces UPDF and the DRC National Army FADACA conducted a joint military operation against Allied Democratic Forces ADF in different areas in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. During the fight with the ADF last year, some ADF surrendered and others were captured and rescued from captivity under the rebel group.
Continuing to receive and rehabilitate ADF ex-combatants, captives and defectors from Eastern DRC following heightened operations that are being carried out by the combatants of Operation Shujaa.
The Chieftains of Military Intelligence, in partnership with Bridgeway Foundation, has been giving psychosocial support to the former ADF combatants for 60 days. 75 ADF rescued and former combatants who have been undergone 2-month rehabilitation program to be reunited with their families in Eastern DRC, Tanzania and Burundi, respectively.
Now in the rehabilitation, the first thing we do is psychosocial rehabilitation, dealing with the mind and the conscience of this individual who has been a victim or who has been a combatant. The second one is now skilling. Because yes, you want this person to forgive those who took her or him, those who offended her or him, but 2, to accept resettling back in the community. And then 3, to have hope in the future.
The former abductees include 24 Ugandans, 48 Congolese, 2 Burundians and 1 Tanzanian, with the majority of them are teenagers.
Spent a lot of time within ADF after joining, like others do, through ideology. We thank the Almighty who saved us through the government of Uganda, UPDF, where we joined a rehabilitation center for 3 months.
Asante sana kwa UPDF, Al-Shifa Home na kikosi yote ya Amnesty.
The former abductees include 24 Ugandans, 48 Congolese, 2 Burundians and 1 Tanzanian, with the majority of them are teenagers. Haruna Mtesasira, UBC News.
Now let's go a little bit religious, where the acting Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Abdullah Semambo, has mocked Uganda Muslim Supreme Council members who expelled him yesterday. He was at Kibibi Mosque Swar in Butambala district, where he joined hundreds of Muslims for Jummah prayers.
Hundreds of Muslims in Greater Mpigi welcomed the acting Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Abdallah Ssemambo. They were waiting for him in the Boza area of Mpigi, where they showed him happiness in a procession of motorcycles and cars as they headed to Chibibi at Masjid Answa. After being welcomed by the Muslims, Sheikh Ssemambo entered Kutuba with a delegation headed by Haj Chiyimba. He urged the Muslims to pay attention to the wealth of Islam because it will all be accounted for on the day of judgment. He also took a swipe at leaders who use their authority to take advantage of situations. After the Juma prayers, a ceremony was held to officially welcome the acting Mufti, who used the occasion to mock all those who fired him on Thursday, saying what they did was illegal. Sheikh Ssemambo urged Muslims to work together to achieve the goals of Muslims. He said he has been trying to fix the problems that brought him from Chibuli to Odi Kampala.
abantu bonna tuna ebitulina okukola bingi betulaba tuli bumu inshallah taala ebigendererwa bingi tujja kubituukako era tuteekwa okubeera obumu okusobola okubikola ki okubituukako inshallah taala.
Acting General Assembly Chairman Aj Issa Gule urged the Chairman of the Intelligence Council of Uganda, Archbishop Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, to advise his fellow elders to practice democracy while still in office.
No, His Eminence, the Chairman of Intelligence Affairs, to advise his predecessor to do what, to step aside, because the more he stays the more he resists, the more the members of the General Assembly, we are going to unveil so many things. So therefore, not to embarrass himself, not to embarrass his friends, let him resign peacefully.
Haj Abdul Chiyimba, also a member of the General Assembly, urged the Muslims to unite in order to address their challenges.
Kusonga ya Musiramu tubereddewo nnyo. Yasinzira ku nsonga ya William Street ng'egenda. Era nga musajja mukulu agituuze Shaban. N'alinnya ku kyawakati n'akwata biliyoni 3 na miliyoni 8 n'aziwa Drake Lubega.
Robert Katamba, Jamilu Sekajja, UBC News.
When it is KB o'clock, you need more from your voice bundles. That's why MTN is offering you more minutes across all networks that don't expire. Buy the new 90-minute Freedom Bundle at 5K or the 200-minute bundle at 10K and jazz with no limit. Katiteri ate, no excuses. Make the call now. Dial *100*21# or use the My MTN app and enjoy your Freedom Bundle today. MTN. Together we are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Have you packed more of its harbor jelly and harbor fog? Yes, we packed. It will protect your skin from skin rashes. More of its pack. It is a new improved more of its harbor jelly. So soft and smooth. It is a more of its harbor jelly.
Tell me, kids, the scent? Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Movit Herbal Jelly and Herbal Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Movit all day confidence.
The only water that can quench my thirst. Aquafina, we are good. Aquafina, hydration that is good. With essential and good. 10 over 10 water bottle. Aquafina is my drinking water, my love.
In the production process of Aquafina, we expertly filter every drop, providing clear and perfect tasting water to help you keep hydrated with the added benefit of minerals. Aquafina is bottled by Pepsi Cola International in Uganda and is available at only 1,000 shillings.
Membership growth. Since its establishment in 1961, with 25 member countries, the non-aligned movement has witnessed consistent growth, now encompassing over 122 nations. This expansion underscores NAM's enduring appeal, attracting a diverse array of countries seeking to maintain a non-aligned stance. Over the decades, the movement has evolved into a global forum, providing smaller and newly independent nations a collective platform on the international stage.
Welcome back as we step into the world of business. And now Matoke farmers in Ankole sub-region are counting huge losses on their investment following the attack of a strange disease on their matoke. According to the farmers, the disease, after attacking their matoke, it immediately turns the matoke into a pale black hard inside, making it unpalatable.
Ankole sub-region is largely known for producing matoke on a large scale, but this narrative could soon change following the attack of a strange disease on their famous food crop. Birungi John Wycliffe, a resident of Ngoma in Mwizi sub-county, Rampara district, is among the many matoke farmers whose plantation has been ravaged by this disease.
As per now, I'm not harvesting any bunch. Instead, I'm chopping them down.
Despite all the investments put into his plantation, Birungi is only harvesting losses.
So my humble appeal, I would appeal to the government to come in and make research about this disease, because it spreads fast and you can't take it to the market.
This disease is attacking plantations before farmers heal from the wounds caused by banana bacterial wilt. But unlike the banana bacterial wilt, this new disease attacks the bunch of matoke a few days after flowering, and it immediately turns it into pale black and hard inside, making it unpalatable.
This is where I would expect to get money to pay back the loan. Then in such situations, then I find it hard to pay back the loan because most of my returns come to zero, income come to zero.
Sometimes they fail to pay because they are the banana plantations where they expect to get incomes from, they are already affected. Sometimes actually when you are selling those affected matoke, you will hear it is, if others are costing like 15,000, this one will go to 5,000. And sometimes you fail to get even a buyer to come and purchase. So when that person maybe fail to get the buyers or selling his matoke, here we also get affected because there's no way we can recover money from someone who doesn't have.
The neighboring Isinjiro, Mbarara, Ntungamo, Bushenyi and the surrounding districts have also been hit, making the matoke business hang in balance.
So I'd request the government, the way it is supporting commercial banks and other institutions, also to channel these funds to circles like Mwe Sacco, where we are serving the local farmers. So for us, we have capacity to interact with our members. So when we get these funds or grants, our members will be getting loans at low interest rate. They will be able to get grace periods.
Unlike the matoke business, locals who obtained loans from the Mwizi Sacco and invested it into goat farming, poultry, piggery and other ventures are flying high, as Kukundakwe Doreen, the area councillor, explains.
The low earners, those are the poor. They have at least come up. People in Mwizi have now built good houses. The better ones, good houses. We have some people with flat houses. Even the houses which are not in towns, but here in Mwizi we have them.
Savings and credit cooperative organizations continue to provide quick financial services, especially to the local residents, with a core objective of uplifting their financial status.
Now the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Mubaje, has disclosed how Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is in arrangement of creating theological colleges that are to train Islam leaders and sheikhs.
The Islamic Primary Living Examinations Board, under the Department of Education, on behalf of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, has officially released the 6th Islamic Primary Living Examination results for the year 2023. The exams were conducted on 16th to 17th November 2023 in 56 districts across the country. In the year 2023, Islamic Primary Living Examinations, a total of 5,311 candidates sat for these exams, and out of these, 3,809 candidates passed in grade 1, making a 71.72%. Grade 2 had 1,042 candidates that passed, making a 19.62%, while 187 candidates passed in grade 3, making a percentage of 3.52%. Those that passed in the 4th grade were 138 candidates, making a 2.60%.
In the year 2022, 4,095 candidates out of 4,219 candidates passed their examination, making the percentage of 97.06.
Teaching students how to create ideas and embracing ICT in all schools was cited as key in skills development.
Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, we have standards. There is something we are teaching children. There is something we want, there is an outcome we want from these children.
The Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Mobaje, while releasing the examination results, urged the school proprietors to put more emphasis on teaching the Quran so that students can carry on Islam to the next generation.
Twetaaga abamanyi abajja okutaasa obusiraamu, abajja okubeera nti bongezaayo obusiraamu. So si abajja okuleetera obusiraamu ebizibu mu biseera by'omu maaso.
Sheikh Mobaje also highlighted how Islam is challenged by the increasing online sheikhs who sometimes tend to differ from core Islamic teachings.
Laba biseera ebisinga bali ku mitimbagano. Asalibi daawa tebazimanyi. Buli muntu seeka, buli muntu mufti, buli muntu avuma, buli muntu atyobola, buli muntu awa.
Uganda Muslim Supreme Council has also seen an increase in schools by 60 new Islamic schools in the country. Lydia Chomkama, Joseph Muyingo, UBC News.
Well, it's time for us to look at our financial markets as we go ahead to understand how the money markets are performing, plus the Uganda Securities Exchange. This evening, as we start off with the shilling maintained the 3,787 mark all through the mid and closing prices, having started with an opening of 3,796.54 and 3,008.54, buying and selling respectively against the dollar. And onto the stock market. As you can see, there wasn't much price changing. As you see, Uganda Securities Exchange registered 53 deals exchanging hands on the counter, and total turnover stood at 1.7 million shares. Those were traded, but of course, total turnover stood at 560 million shillings, with Umeme taking the lead. Yes, as you can see there, the turnover 560.5 million, with a 1.7 million shares exchanging hands. Umeme took the lead with 546 million turnover and 1.3 million in total shares.
Start the new year in style with a variety of wine products from K Roma Uganda Limited. Bella Sweet Red Wine, Bella Pruko Wine, Bella Alta Wine, Bella Royal Dry Wine, Bella Passion Fruit Wine, Bella Hibiscus Juice, Bella Hibiscus Soft Drink, Bella Hibiscus Tea, among others. Available in all shops and supermarkets countrywide. K Roma Uganda Limited, the producers of Bella Wines, are located in Chirabulindo, Chira Municipality. For more information, call 0772 506 155 or 0704 161 398. Bella Wines, savor the taste.
Amos Wekesa is a spirited and devoted advocate and champion for Uganda. His never-ending optimism, curiosity, and passion for all things Ugandan can be felt in every tweet and interaction. Amos also puts his money where his mouth is by investing in domestic tourism so that people get a feel of what Uganda has to offer. Amos, a grateful nation thanks you. You are unstoppable. MTN, the Unstoppable Network, celebrates you. Visit GreatLakesSafaris.com and together, let's support Ugandans like Amos who are driving our country's unstoppable progress.
Founding of NAM. The non-aligned movement emerged in 1961 during the Belgrade Conference in Yugoslavia, a historic event that marked the coming together of leaders from newly independent nations seeking to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape of the Cold War. As a response, NAM aimed to provide a platform for countries to assert their autonomy without aligning with either superpower.
And into the world of sports, the Uganda netball team, the She Cranes, has Friday been flagged off by Minister of State for Sports Peter Wang to Europe, where they will take part in the International Test Series with Wales and the Vitality Cup with 3 other nations. The event will all be happening this January.
The national netball team, which is going to participate in the Vitality Series, a nation series in England. So, Madam Captain, let me officially hand over the flag of the country. Can we clap?
I would like to wish the netball She Cranes great success and trust that you will be able to improve your international ranking as you score some resounding wins against the top-seeded nations you will be playing in this competition. My dear daughters, these are my words to you. The moment of truth has come. If you missed in the World Cup, now you have the opportunity to seize this opportunity in this forthcoming competition.
The 13 players, together with the head coach Fred Mugera, are happy to be back at the international stage and hope to use it to better the team's rankings that dropped to 7th from 6th last year.
Yeah, we just want to go and play good, very good resistance, and so that we can improve on our ranking, because as you know that we dropped our ranking from number 6 to 7th, and that's what we are fighting for, so that maybe this year we can go back for the first 5 once again.
This team which we are having right now, I don't think like there is any Uganda who may need to have any worry or a doubt. Yeah, of course we are very ready. First and foremost, we have not been just seated at home, because once when we got back from the World Cup, we had to keep training all the time, because that's part of our job. This tournament just found us when we were very fit as usual. Secondly, these are the only ways of the players to get exposures or chances of getting sponsorship. So whenever we reach out there, we as the players we shall make sure that like we should pray very hard so that we can be in position to join those of Nuba Meris and Hanisa Muhammadi, who are already professionals outside the country.
First of all, very excited that the Netball She Cranes will have another opportunity to showcase our talent, our sporting ability, when they take part in the World Series with Wales. They will start on the 10th to the 12th and the 13th of January in Cardiff. And that will be followed very closely on the 21st and 22nd at Wembley with in the 4 Nations Vitality Cup with Australia, New Zealand and England, and then later still in Leeds with from the 27th to the 28th to conclude the cup engagement.
At the flag-off, the Minister of State for Sports, Peter Ogwang, continued to express government support to netball and Ugandan sport at large.
We want to reiterate, netball is our priority sport, and we will do whatever it takes to make it remain as a priority game, both internationally, nationally, regionally, and at this school competition.
These tournaments will be the first international engagements for the She Cranes after their spectacular appearance at the 2023 World Cup. Grace Joyce Kemgisa, UBC News.
Much appreciated. That is your time and your space. Thank you so much for being a part of us. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. That's all we had time for. Mugalu Mohammed has been with us on sign language, and from the entire news team, it's a good night, but stay tuned.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. The official broadcaster of Non-Aligned Movement and G77 Summits 2024.
Juko. Yo. Watch. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the Parish development model, PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, it is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Joko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The Parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Membership growth. Since its establishment in 1961, with 25 member countries, the non-aligned movement has witnessed consistent growth, now encompassing over 122 nations. This expansion underscores NAM's enduring appeal, attracting a diverse array of countries seeking to maintain a non-aligned stance. Over the decades, the movement has evolved into a global forum, providing smaller and newly independent nations a collective platform on the international stage.
Banyeta ko Muhangi Donata, the chairperson wa group. I
am the chairperson of this group that got money. The group is called Kalsandala HIV/AIDS Craftswomen Group. UWEP gave us money in 2017 and they gave us 3.3 million Ugandan shillings. We used it in 1 year and got 23 million out of it. We do baskets and kitchen gardens, and we also have a saving group. We thank UWEP because this money helped us as women. Women can now educate their children and build houses because many of them are single mothers. We work without jealousy because we want to leave a legacy that even those who will be around tomorrow will appreciate.
Teens Crown, an amazing off-the-hook youth program, brings you an array of fun, exciting, and educative segments you do not want to miss. From red carpet moments to proms, youth empowerment programs to youth gig vibes, and so much more, Teens Crown will get you hooked. Only on UBC TV, every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Don't miss.
This is Chilling. Don't miss a brand new season of Chilling on UBC TV.
Jacob Bits.
Oh, hey, yeah. Piti waka sajja lwazi nebojja ngonda zengonderera ng'eryenvu ali ku nkyaya gundi aliba wattimaira siri musonyi woyo okuva we walungi wonna Tiensi yangendala we wajikwakulako oluyi zendi muntu wa mirembe nnyo naye ekisajju embeera kwe kukubulwa nti nakugirako akakofiira bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana gwe nakugirako eno seppeewo bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana.
Himself, DJ Santos. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DJ Santos the 256. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DJ Santos the 256.
I wanna tell you how I feel inside, but I feel what I feel is not enough. I wanna give you the entire world, but I know the world is never mine. Oh, nakugirako akakofiira bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana gwe nakugirako eno seppeewo bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana.